Hi guys, and welcome to my latest video. This is Reseller Reality number 11, and what I'm going to do is go through with you my month of April along with 10 of my best sales. Now I was doing the Reseller Reality kind of video series weekly, but it got a bit kind of monotonous for me, so I thought instead of doing it weekly, I'll keep it as a monthly thing where I can touch a base with everybody about how I've done during the past month, so you can kind of follow my reseller journey, see how I'm doing as it stands. So what I'm going to do is obviously go through my April figures, just a summary, and then take you through some of my best sales. I'll go through the figures first, get those out of the way quickly. Basically, it was a okay month. It wasn't great, it wasn't terrible. But let me just, if I just switch you to the browser view, you'll be able to see. Well, I thought you'd be able to see what I've done. Actually, there you go. You can just about see it there. Now, what that basically is showing you on my April totals for the month. Now, they're pretty accurate, although they're not 100% accurate, and I'll explain to you what I mean by that. So this first column is is the value of the stock that I sold. So I sold the stuff that I bought, and the stuff that I sold, that's how much it cost me basically. So the stuff I sold cost me £322.60, and that in the pink there is what I sold it for. So my turnover was £2,400. And then in the orange, you've got all my costs. You've got the eBay fees, which were nearly 200, the PayPal fees. You can just see I've actually got the labels there, but I'll just scroll it down so you can actually see everything. So those are the eBay fees. Those are the PayPal fees. So £100 PayPal fees, and those there, that huge number there, 356.85, that's the postage costs. So the total cost was £656 plus the cost of my stock. And when you take all of that away, it works out that I cleared around £1,400 profit. However, you've got to bear in mind cost of petrol, cost of packaging supplies, cost of just generally running the business that you take off, like obviously the tax, the national insurance. You can also have broadband costs in that if you want, or whatever else. So that's like a rough but kind of accurate figure. I know that's a contradiction, but around 60% profit on return. I always work on profit on return because it gives you an idea of how much you're keeping of what you're selling. So I sell out of the £2,400 in sales, I got 60% profit, which is £1,400 basically. So it's okay. It's still not where I need it to be. It's not gonna change the world, but it is like now like a low paid job, I suppose. But I'm happy with that at the moment because it's where I'm at. I'm obviously looking to improve month on month. And by the way, that was based on 92 items sold. So I'm actually selling a fair few items, which is pretty good considering how little I've got listed. Speaking of listing, I have actually been bumping that up. I'm now in the mid 400s around that as I make this video. So I'm pretty pleased with that. And I can say that I'm pleased with my current progress, although it's nowhere near where I need it to be. And there are people that are actually doing this part time that are significantly outperforming those numbers there. But I'm hoping that also, along with my move to the north of the country, it will obviously make standard of living a bit cheaper, which means my money will go further as well, which will give me more opportunities to invest, etc. But I'm looking to improve the sales pretty quickly because obviously, I do want the business to grow, and keeping track of these figures and doing these videos has really focused me on that, even though I should have been focused on it anyway because that's the whole point of business. I'm a bit scatty like that, so making these videos does keep me on the straight and narrow, keeping in mind what's going on. And now with that, what I'm going to do now is switch back to the browser view and show you 10 of my best sales of the month. So you can see the kind of items I'm selling to get to those sales targets. So, and I'll quickly talk you through some of the items. You may have seen a couple of them before. Some of them are new, but some of them you will have seen before. So there's no hiding or getting away from that, unfortunately. So let me just switch you across back to the browser view. And this is the first item I'm going to show you. I'm pretty sure I've shown this before, but this is a Sony DVD player, but it's like their flagship model that they've bought out. I mean, this would have been over £1,000, possibly close to £2,000 when it was originally launched. Obviously, it's not worth anywhere near that now. And you can see there that I think I did take an offer on this, though. I'm not sure what it was. I'm hoping it wasn't too far off the £80. I've got a feeling it was around the £50 to £60 mark or something along those lines. And I paid a tenner for this item at the British Heart Foundation. Next item, this is a really cool sale. This is actually an auction pickup that I had. And this item here was it's a let's have a look. Oh god, yeah. It's a vinyl letter writer. It was quite a strange item. I was sat on it for quite a while. I only paid, I think, £6 at auction for it, and then it sold for 70 plus £8 shipping, and that went to via the global shipping program, which is really cool. Next item, it's a Rotel CD player. This I know I didn't get £100 for. I was actually quite tight for money at the time, so I took an offer of about 55. I think it was a 50 or £55. So I could have held out and gotten a lot closer to the asking price. It's just it had a faulty tray mechanism, and I wasn't sure when I was going to get my next offer. So I thought, well, what the hell? I only paid, I think, £5 for it or something along those lines. So pretty good sale. Next item. This is pretty cool. This is a quite a rare game on the Nintendo GameCube. I actually bought this from an auction lot. This is not the kind of game you're likely to find at. Great. Okay. This is not the kind of game you're likely to find at a boot fair, for example, or a charity shop, because it is a game, unless someone's done like a room clear out without asking their son or daughter's permission. This game was actually only launched over in the States and Japan. It's called Baton Kaitos Origins, and it requires the freeloader disc to work on a PAL GameCube. The other game, I think the second game, I think, was launched in the UK, or is it the first? I get confused. But this one's the more valuable one. And I bought a job lot of games, and I actually paid up a fair bit of money because it was an auction. There was an online auction as well, and a lot of people were bidding on it because there were some cool Zelda games, etc. in the job lot. But this alone has done me really well. That's £70 plus shipping for a game that really isn't all that, to be honest with you. Anyway, next item. Vintage Pioneer stereo for £100 plus £8 shipping. I think I paid a fiver for this. Tested it out fully. Beautiful amplifier. It's got some really nice really nice finishing on there. So that was a really good sell for me. Next item. These are a lot of Sims 3 expansions and the main game. I picked this up very cheaply in a job lot of other items as well. So I was very happy that most of them, well, they all came with the relevant codes, etc. Most had their manuals as well, which was really good. So I got £80 plus £2.70 shipping, which is really good. Next item, it's a DVD recorder with a Freeview tuner. So Sony HD DVD recorder, 160GB hard drive. Paid £8 for it at Boot Fair, sold it for 90 plus £8 shipping. So good value items these. So like I said, these are just my higher value sales. These are the sales that have gotten me the most return. Commodore computer, paid £18 at Boot Fair, sold it for 100. Came with a tape deck. And here, what have we got here? The Casio TE100 cash register. I've definitely shown you guys this before. I think I paid £20 for it, and it sold for 100. No. This one's different. No, this one's different. That was a different one. I paid this one. The other one went for more money. This one I paid £5 for and sold it for 100. So very happy with that. Yeah, I paid a fiver for this one. I remember because this one you can see is missing its receipt cover there. So even the guy that bought it off really didn't value this. I think I've shown you this before anyway, but £5 to 100, brilliant margin there. And similarly, the final item I want to show you, this Sanyo memo transcriber thing, brilliant sale. Paid I think £4 for this, and it sold for 100. So those are my like high value sales of the month. I showed you guys what I made for April, and the aim for May is obviously to improve on that. I know we're getting into the quiet period of the year in terms of reselling, but the beauty of doing your own business is it very much is a case of what you put in is what you will inevitably get out. It might not be true in a specific day or a specific week or even a specific month, but by the end of the year, you'll have a good idea of whether, of what efforts you put in, because your results are more than likely to mirror your efforts, especially when you look at it from that kind of year-long perspective. But as for next month, I'm looking to obviously keep on increasing my listings. I mean, when I did most of these sales that I've shown you, I think I was around the 300 odd listing mark. I'm now on the 450 odd mark, around there, and I'm looking to just keep powering on. I've got some good items to keep listing. Hoping to get those on, and I'll be making another one of these Reseller Reality videos at the end of next month, once May is out of the way. So I hope you found it useful / enjoyable. If you've got any comments, leave them in the comment section, and leave a thumbs up if you like the video. That's much appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.